Ariel Helwani in Abu Dhabi for UFC 112 with UFC President Dana White. And Dana, I didn't really like the way our debate went last week in New York, so I followed you here to Abu Dhabi. Now what do you got to say to my face?
Nothing, man, nothing.
Okay, and also want to ask you about Anderson Silva at the pre-fight press conference. He said that he would consider going down to 170 to fight GSP or go up to 205 or heavyweight. Obviously, we know who is your pick for the top pound-for-pound fighter of the world, Anderson Silva. Is that something you'd be interested in, to see him cut weight down to 170?
I'm blown away that he even said that. If it's true, if he could cut down to 170, then I would look at a GSP fight. I would do it. I don't like the idea of GSP moving up, but I don't. Yeah, I'm interested in that if he could make 170. Getting into the Middle East, the next thing we're doing, I have a meeting at 4 o'clock. We're working on the Ultimate Fighter. This will be the first place that we do the Ultimate Fighter outside of the United States. We're going to get, the best way to describe it is, there's 1,000 years of history here with, I guess we'll call it bad blood. So we're gonna put together the Ultimate Fighter with guys from all over the region here, and probably get this up and running in the next, I don't know, 2 to 3 months.
Well, with the legend himself, RENZO GRACIE, who of course makes his UFC debut this Saturday night live on pay-per-view against Matt Hughes. And RENZO, obviously a lot to talk to you about, but first, how does it feel, 43 years young, to finally make your Octagon debut?
It's like I was waiting for this day, I knew this was going to happen. If I didn't die, I would be here, so here I am, in good shape, good health, and ready to go.
And let's be clear, this is not one and done for you. You're planning on sticking around for a while here in the UFC, right?
Friend, take a look at this.
Look at that.
You see, I didn't get like this to do one job.
Can I touch? Can I rub?
Of course.
Wow, that is...
It's going to bring you luck. You can play
like the Buddha. So how difficult was it to get the ball rolling here and actually, get an arena here, and here we are a couple of days before the event?
Well, I think they started building it 2.5, 3 weeks ago was all, and look at it, it's already ready almost for action. It'll be ready Saturday. They're having dress rehearsals now, and it's just going to be just a thrilling event.
Talk about the arena. Is it true that it was built just in the last 3 weeks?
Yeah, we started construction about 3 weeks ago. The planning obviously was a couple months before that. Typically, we've done this for every event, but not to this scale. We're doing double the sound, double the lights, and double the capacity. We did 4 concerts here for Formula One. It was slightly different configuration, but it's coming together really well.
Well, we started on March 21st, so by the time it's all said and done, in 20 days, we will have built an arena for roughly 11,000 plus people. It has more audio in this show than any rock concert that they've done in this region of the world, and debatably probably anywhere in the world. We have over twice the amount of audio here than we've ever done on any show. Lighting as well. We are lighting more space in this show than we have in the biggest arena that we've been in throughout the world. So it's quite an undertaking. We've brought in materials from all over this side of the world, not only the country, but from the UK, from Japan, from everywhere. We've brought in equipment to make this show happen and to put it all together. The Octagon came from the UK, same one that we use when we do shows in England and Germany and everywhere else. But most of the other materials have been piecemealed together to create the same type of show that we do in the States. Probably close to 500 people that have helped put this thing together. Amazing group of people that have been working here, and just being able to put something like this together in literally 20 days and then take it down in probably 3, it's just always an amazing feat.
All right.
RENZO GRACIE versus Matt Hughes. First up on the scale from the legendary GRACIE family, 171 for RENZO. And his opponent, the former UFC welterweight champion of the world,
Renzo, very formidable opponent. I mean, great stand-up, submission. So, I mean, I'm actually kind of like it that I'm fighting in his hometown here. I've got nothing to lose. I can go out there and be pretty reckless.
Well, looking forward to seeing you. Next up, the co-main event for the lightweight championship of the world. The challenger, Frankie, the answer, EDGAR, versus BJ Penn. Gentlemen, the #1 contender in the lightweight division. 154 for Mr. EDGAR. The prodigy, BJ Penn. 155 for the captain.
Frankie's a great opponent. I want to thank Frankie for another opportunity to test myself. I want to thank everybody in Abu Dhabi for supporting the UFC.
BJ Penn, ladies and gentlemen. In the middleweight division, Damian Maia versus Anderson Silva. First up on the scale, the challenger, Damian Maia. 184 for Mr. Maia. And his opponent, widely regarded as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Anderson the Fighter Silva. 185 for the champion.
Ariel Helwani in Abu Dhabi for UFC 112 with a victorious DeMarcus Johnson who's staring me down. Finally, what was it like fighting out here? Outdoor venue, the fans, they're all into it. What was it like?
I loved it. It's a great venue. It's a beautiful country. I would love to come back here. It's a beautiful place.
I'm guessing you're going to remember Helwani under the stars at UFC 112 with the victorious Phil Davis. And Phil, I must say it's been a lot of fun watching you progress as an MMA fighter. Another impressive performance tonight. Were you happy with it?
I was satisfied. You know, you can't be discontent with the win, but definitely don't like you know, losing positions, allowing stand-ups. That's a big no-no. I try not to let that happen in training, and that absolutely does not happen in a fight. But I mean, he trained his butt off, and you know, he almost got me. So my hats off to him.
Who do you want next?
You know what? I don't like the attitude that I've been getting lately, so I'm going to call him out because I don't like it. You know, if I'm talking to you, you're talking to me. I don't smell like you, you're smelling like me. I don't like it. Chandela Powell's giving me a whole lot of attitude, and that's next.
Wait, say it again. I didn't catch what you said.
Chandela Powell.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of attitude. I don't like that.
Oh, the ring girl.
That's correct.
Oh, I was like, who's Chandela Powell? Yeah. Chandela Powell. Yes, I'm having a hard time. Why is she giving you attitude?
I don't know. I don't know. Apparently my wonderfulness does not transcend the octagon.
Yes, Mr. Wonderful, not doing well with the ladies. I would think that you are perfect. That smile, your good looks.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Chandela, show this man some love. He is Mr. Wonderful.
No, it's too late now. We're going to fight. There's no showing me love now. We're going to fight.
It's over?
Yeah.
What kind of fight?
MMA. In the octagon. Yeah.
UFC 116 maybe?
116.
Dhabi with the Octagon girls. Chandela, how much fun are you having here in Abu Dhabi?
Oh, I'm having a wonderful time out here.
Are the fans treating you well, Ariane?
Definitely. They're really, really friendly out here.
All right, we were talking to Phil Davis earlier, and he's very upset with you. He says he wants you next in a fight because you've been giving him bad looks. Why is he so mad at you?
I have no idea, but tell him I'm ready. I'm ready.
Tonight, Matt, very big victory for you. Were you happy with your performance?
I was real happy with my performance. I had a lot of things on my side, though. The weather was great for me. I'm a farmer, so I'm outdoor all the time. I wasn't fighting in front of my hometown crowd like maybe Renzo was, to where he felt pressure to perform in front of his people. Had a great camp. You know, I was in shape. So I mean, I really felt that you know, I was going to do well with my wrestling. I knew I could dictate where the fight was going to be at. So I had a lot of things on my side. I'm a little younger. I really trained hard, so I thought I was going to have cardio on my side as well. But, you know, Renzo's a great guy. He's a very friendly guy. I really like him. But, you know, that's what I do is get in there and fight.
Describe your emotions right now.
A little sad, but I knew it was going to be a tough one, you know. After 2 years and a half without doing one chin-up, you know, I knew it was a little time to be ready for Matt. Like, I could manage the first 2 rounds without a problem. But then I got tired for the third one, and I just could not keep pushing the rhythm. But it was like I trained very smart for this fight, and I was able to get ready in 6 months from I lost 40 pounds, and I was a completely mess in terms of training, and I was able to put a game together to be able to fight a top guy like Matt Hughes, you know? And I see that I can fight him again in a much better condition if I keep my training all the way to next year, you know?
Dhabi with the new UFC lightweight champion. Frankie, I'll ask it again. How does that sound?
Like I said before, it's just the best thing I ever heard out of anybody's mouth, you know? I mean, it's unbelievable. I've been at it for a long time. You know, I've only been fighting 4 years, but I've been, you know, wrestling my whole life, so it just feels good.
Let's be honest, a lot of people doubted you. How did you stay focused? How did you believe in yourself and go out there and execute the game plan?
You know, every fight I go into, I think I can win. I've been that way forever. You know, that's just the best way to do it. You know, don't doubt yourself. I understood. I mean, he was a great champion. He reigned this, you know, he's the best lightweight ever, you know, hands down. But, you know, I was just focused, and I knew I could beat him. All
right, so what are you going to do? How are you going to party with this tonight?
I don't know, man. I'm going to go, you know, hang out with my family. Definitely, and my teammates, you know. My teammates is my family, so it's easy. I'll be hanging out with my family tonight.
Tom's River is
baby, TR all
they're
day.
partying tonight in Tom's River.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're partying right now. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
So while they're getting these guys in, believe me, I'll answer the questions of what a disgrace the main event was and what an embarrassment it is. I don't think I've ever been more embarrassed in the 10 years of being in this business. And it's the first time that I've ever walked out on a main event and given the belt to the guy's manager and told him to put it on him. But this was a historic event for us. The arena tonight was incredible. The energy was amazing. And to end it the way that we did is an embarrassment. You know, for me, the Fertittas, the UFC, and, you know, the sport in general. So I apologize. And I will, I don't know how yet, but I will make this up to the fans that bought this. Nobody has been more supportive of Anderson Silva than me. Talking about him being the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, et cetera, et cetera. Even after a couple of goofy performances, I will call them. You know, I still stood behind him and supported him. You know, I think this guy is incredibly talented. And in the first couple of rounds, he started to, you know, he was showboating and doing whatever he was doing. And that's not what I'm into. I don't like it. If you're that talented, be Mike Tyson. Go in and finish it in 2 minutes. I'd rather have somebody say, you know, let's not buy the Anderson Silva fight tonight because he knocks people out in 2 minutes, other than he runs around like a jackass for 5 rounds. You know, that's why I don't want to buy the fight. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do right now. I'm so upset. I can't even tell you. I don't think I've ever been like this in the history of being in this business. Listen, if somebody goes out and fights to the best of their ability and, you know, then the fight's terrible, there's nothing you can do. It is what it is. That's not the best of his ability, and I can't stand showboating. You know, listen, if you showboat a couple times, you stick your chin out, you do some things, maybe your style is a little showboaty, but what happened tonight was an absolute disgrace, an embarrassment for the UFC, an embarrassment for the sport, and I don't know if I've ever been more embarrassed than I am tonight. Well, he said the other day that he wanted to cut to 170.
Right.
And fight GSP. I don't want to see that fight now. He doesn't deserve to fight GSP. You know what I'd like to say? He lost his mind tonight and he got crazy and he did this, but this is the third time this has happened. This isn't the first time. So, I don't know. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie to you. The first 2 rounds, I said, what the hell am I going to say to the media after this press conference? I was thinking, you know what? I was thinking, you know, Michael Jordan got to a point where he was shooting the ball with his eyes closed and doing all this crazy shit because he wanted to challenge himself. Then it just got to the point where that is not what it was at all. It was, I don't even know what to call it. It was nuts. It was It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
Dana, you said a lot of big words today, embarrassed, disgrace. Is this your lowest moment as president of UFC?
No doubt about it, absolutely, 100%. This was a big event for us tonight. This was a really big moment. I was really excited. I've been here, I've been fired up. I've been on the road a lot, and this whole last, 3 weeks of my life was leading to this night here. The people in this country, including the media, have really got behind this thing, and with support like I've never, ever seen anywhere. I'm really embarrassed.
Is it true that you did leave in the 4th round and give the belt to Ed Suarez?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
I left in the 4th round, and I gave the belt to Ed, and I said, "You put it on him. I'm not doing it."
Do you have any interest in seeing him defend the title again, or do you think he just needs to be challenged? Because, as we said in the press conference, when he fights at 205, he's knocking guys out in the 1st round.
Yeah, I agree. Seriously, I don't know how to fix this. My head hurts like right here, right now. And I honestly, I don't know the answer. I don't know why he acted the way that he did. He comes in, and the other thing that is even more baffling is that he feels that he doesn't owe the fans an apology. Yet I'm apologizing. I didn't go in and fight like a jackass for 5 rounds. I didn't do what he did tonight. But I'm embarrassed, and I feel like I should apologize to the fans, and I feel like I owe the fans one. And like I said earlier, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to pay everybody back. I will make it up to the fans.
As the president of the company, how badly do you feel about this? Do you feel, first impression, it's always the biggest one. Is that what you're thinking right now?
No doubt about it. It's all about first impressions. And, one of the things that I've always been proud of is every time we go into a new market, we always leave a good first impression. People always leave the event and spread what I call the virus. They infect 15 other people with what they saw that night. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen tonight.